Hi, my name's Cam. I'm a member of the ODAI team, and I wanted to give you a quick demo of the product as it is in its beta stage. Today, I am looking at Brooklyn's page. She is one of our demo accounts. She's been set up for Accountant Cafe. They are a business that combines accountancy with a roaring trade as a cafe where you can get a coffee, get your accounts done at the same time. Now, they've got a few things on the boil, and as you can see, she's been in there looking at what her most recent tasks and what she might prioritize. And they're using two of our frameworks. One is the Business Foundations, which is our basic package where you can look at the core 17 policies that you need to get done. And the other is our Domestic and Family Violence Prevention Foundations. That's where they're working with a close partner of ours, Workplace Respect, to train all of their staff, all of their leadership, and make sure that they're able to give their employees 10 days of paid leave and to support them if they experience domestic and family violence. So looking at what she's able to access here, there's her most recent tasks up the top and what she's been working on. There is the ability to book a meeting, to view where her calendar is in the timeline of her tasks, and to view the most active tasks in a full list. Down the bottom, she can see her progress and her company's progress on some of these topics. So we can see that there are 4 tasks that haven't been started yet in the Business Foundations, quite a lot of policies that they have live, one that's ready for approval and review with her executive, and one that's currently in progress. We can also see that she's just started the Domestic and Family Violence Prevention Foundations, and these are both level 1, making sure that your business has the basics that it needs to operate and function in the Australian economy. So, when we go here, let's look at what it looks like to work on some of these policies and procedures. The first thing we're going to look at is the task list up the top here. This is where you can access all the different tasks that you're currently looking at. You can filter by status, you can filter by framework, and these are just some of the ways that we're bringing in, and there'll be a lot more ways that you can play with your data soon. Now, if we dive into one of these tasks, let's say the Performance Management and Performance Excellence Policy, Brooklyn's hoping to start that tomorrow, but let's get a little bit of a start on that today. We've already entered in Brooklyn's company data for her, which you can do up here in the profile if you click on your View Profile button. And now we can go ahead and say, look, you know what? Let's write the first draft with AI and see how we go. As a reminder, this will overwrite whatever you're working on if you use this Write with AI function. There is a redraft function down the bottom here if you want to keep working on your current draft. But just letting you know that's going to happen. And now it's sent off. We'll wait a couple of minutes. And in the meantime, Brooklyn can jump around, work on some other tasks, or grab a tea and wait for that to happen. It should take on average about 2 to 3 minutes to function, and you'll see it populate down here when it's ready and when it's done. You'll also see the progress bar change to in progress when that's been sent to our AI, gone through all the processes and come back. In the meantime, I'll mention that all of these policies and procedures are based on templates and iterated upon and trained on data from our experts. This is so that you can have a bit of peace of mind to know that you're not just having something that's been worked on by ChatGPT, you're not having something that's been worked on just by a person in the background, but the combined efforts there so that it can scan the web, look for the latest updates, work with that trained expert knowledge and data, but as you can see here, work in a couple of minutes. Now, down the bottom, this is where you can see it formatted for her to look through and edit and update as she would like to. You can also copy if you just hover over the side here. There's a little copy button that pops up and paste that wherever you'd like to put your policy. If you want to, you can upload the file here and then it will ingest that and store that for you with a little file to text button. Now, if I wanted to give a few instructions and update the draft as a whole, I might be able to say here, make sure to update all sections to refer to our staff as team, as that is our language. That function will make sure it redrafts the policy for you and it'll start that process again, send that off to be redrafted by AI, but work on your current draft as opposed to starting a new one. When that's done, it'll update here saying updates have been processed, input any new instructions. Now the last piece that I'll look at here is the AI review function. So once you're ready to look at that, this is where it will send to look at all of the expert data that we pulled together and provide you some notes and updates for that area. So say you've been in editing your policy, you might jump in and say, I don't like this communication section, I'm going to remove that. That's where you can send it off for review and check whether that mattered. So we'll send that off, and in a couple of seconds or a couple of minutes, depending on how many are in the queue from our customers today, we'll be able to look at what the review notes are and any updates from there. All right, we're back. And as you can see here, it's populated some recommendations and next steps based on the AI review. And it will also update the progress meter to say human review, which means, hey, the AI notes are done. Please jump in and review those notes when you're ready. There is a custom function that we can set up for some of our enterprise customers, which is notifications when any of these steps are done, but they're normally done in 2 to 3 minutes. So if you just check back or even refresh, they might already be there for you. Now, As we can see here, it's gone through and scored each section, and it's also given me some notes on what I'd like to do for the next review. If you want to have a go at drafting these straight away, you could even summarize these, have a quick copy and paste, jump into this section, and send it off again. And that's the loop for the beta at the moment. You can jump into your calendar if you want to see where you've scheduled things and to move some things around, maybe work on that one a little bit later this week. You can also, remember, use these links to book a meeting with us or to book your review with an expert to see where you're at when you've got a lot of tasks that you'd like to pass through. But this is how you can make sure you can keep across all those different policies, procedures, working items for yourself so that you can make sure that you're on track, show your progress to your executive, and really make that your workplace what you want it to be. We hope this helps you build the culture that you want and to make your workplace thrive.